Hi everyone, this is Patty from Metaphysical Insight, and I am going to be speaking on are babies or children psychic? I've been asked this question, and so what I've been told from the collective is that yes, of course, because their soul is already known by our passed over loved ones in heaven. The baby, they have already met the baby. They know what gender the baby's going to be. And so when the baby's soul enters the earthly plane here, they they're still connected. They're still connected with our passed over loved ones. And they could see them. When you see a baby just kind of like staring, you don't think anything's going on in their little brain, but there is actually. They do see passed over loved ones. They could see all of them. They have a very, very deep and a very, very strong connection to the other side. So as the baby develops, there's a lot of parents. I mean, like this is with probably every baby. If a parent paid attention, it's like animals as well. You'll see them. They're laughing. They're looking straight. They're like, who are you? Like, who are they looking at? They're looking. They're laughing. They see a loved one. They see an actual loved one, a passed over loved one, and the loved one has come and is interacting with your baby, your child. As the child gets older and grows and develops, some children, okay, the psychic, we're the ones that ended up to be like, have, abilities to see for like a really long time. They hold on to that ability. As other children will just, grow up and they get into life and playing and their, schooling and their friends and their family and all of that. And it kind of just, it kind of just goes away. It's not gone, but it goes away because it is our intuition. Okay, that's what our intuition is. It's our attachment to the universe, to God, to the angels, to the guides, to our past over loved ones, all of that. And so some children actually hold on to that, and they, you'll notice like some little children like. They'll be screaming, they went to bed, they'll be screaming, and you run in their room, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And they're like, oh, I saw a ghost, I saw somebody. It's a visitation from a loved one, or, it could be from, we don't know, it could be from almost anything. But most of the time, it's from a loved one coming to visit the child, and the child can still actually see that person. And so they hold on to this ability, and they have this all their lives. They may decide to put it on pause and not use it because sometimes it's frightening for children. Who is that thing, or what's that shadow, or who's that person standing there in my room? I mean, it's scary for a kid. I remember being a little girl, and my parents didn't show us scary movies. We didn't see any cut up killer movies. No one told us horrible stories and things like that. But I remember always going to bed, and when the lights were out, I would pull the covers all the way up to here for some reason, I don't know, but not over my head. And I would look in the doorway, and I don't remember seeing any actual figures, but I could feel it. I could feel something there, like, all the time. And it was very scary to me because I was this little girl. I think I was like 3, 5 or something like that. To this day, it's weird. Like, sometimes I'll pull the covers up there, and it's because I know that spirits are going to be around. And you think that I wouldn't be afraid of anything. I'm not really afraid. It's just that, I want to get to sleep at night, because lots of times they'll come during the nighttime. That's the most of the time we get our visitations. But as a child, again, it was frightening for me. And so I was always like, pull the covers up to here. And a lot of people put covers over their head. No, I wanted to make sure that if anything's coming at me, I wanted to see it coming. So there's a lot of children that have that ability, and they hold on to that still. And again, the parents are like, what do what's going on? And they're seeing people. And some people, some parents, they don't believe in this, and they're like, oh, you're not seeing anything, you had a bad dream or whatever. But that's not the case. It really isn't. So I implore you, parents, to listen to your child. They are actually seeing something. They really are. If they could be seeing a pet, for goodness sake. Pets come and visit. They do. Anything that was alive on this earthly plane at one time and has passed on can come back and visit at any time they want to. And they do. And they do. Some, that's another story, never leave. They don't leave. They don't want to. They want to kind of stick around. But children, and then they get older, and when they get to a certain age, they may, if they put it on pause, if they set it on the back burner, their ability, they may, reignite that again. They may pull it off the back burner and say, hey, I want to look into this. They start getting, as we start going, people have religions, or they're taught certain things. We choose our own religion. We go down our own path. We start to, read books. We start to get into that again. We kind of reignite what we had. Some people don't. They don't like it. They don't want to deal with that. Say, I'd rather go to somebody for a reading, or I'd rather have somebody, them see the passed over person and tell me about it and show me. Oh, and then you have the others who can actually, can reignite that and can see. I feel like that's what's happened with me, because I had a different love in life, and I went down to different, roads in life and fields of, career, because I had that as well, but I never lost what I had. And then I just pulled it off the back burner and just got into it again. And I don't think I've ever been happier in my life. So children, yes, that we all are born with the ability. Okay. Again, that's our intuition. We have the ability to connect to the other side. We have the ability to see. We have the ability, to pass over. We have the ability to speak with them. We have all of that stuff, to feel their energies here. It's just that as we get older, we just kind of like some, not all, some let it go. But then again, as we're talking about the children, are they really psychic? Are they, do they, have that mediumship ability? Do they really see or hear other, from the other side? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So if your child is waking up, screaming or crying because they've seen something in their room, be compassionate with them. Understand and explain to them that, it's nothing that, to be afraid of. And just kind of like, show them some compassion, some consoling, and, just understand that that's what's happening. Okay, so I just wanted to put it out there and answer the question, because some people are like, hey, I think my kid's like, psychic, or they're looking out into space, and they're laughing and waving their hands trying to touch it. Yes, that little baby, that little child, they're actually in connection with a passed over loved one, or whatever. Okay. But there is definitely, spirits out there. So that's why parents should always be very conscious of when a child is, crying or carrying on because they've seen something. So, just don't tell them you're seeing things, that's nonsense. That would be one of the worst things you could do for a child. Just let them know that everything's okay. Just tell them maybe, grandma or grandpa or somebody is coming to visit you. It's okay. They just want to tell you that they love you. And that probably would be the best thing to do. So, yep, they are psychic. We all have that ability. We really do. I hope this helped some of you. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to, leave that question or, comment in the box below. Okay, thanks. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care, everyone.